Hola, mi bitches, tis I, Clois, aka Manny Bish, and today we are doing my Returning to the South Manny. So, I'm sorry for the echo. I am tried to pick the least echoiest place in the house right now because there is currently no furniture in it. So, I'm in my son's closet. But, anywho, so for this is my inspiration. Now, I'm not doing this nail, we're going to be doing something else, which you will see. But I made this maroon purpley color myself, trying to match that color the best I could. This teal color is something that one of my subscribers sent to me, and I'm pretty sure when I used it the last time, I was surprised that it was a color changer, and it surprised me again. It is a color changer. It doesn't change like drastic. It just goes from like a light turquoise to a dark turquoise, which is perfect for this mani. But it did catch me off guard during this process. And then we're going to be using Tara, or Tara, however you want to pronounce that, which is a sheer pink. And I'm doing the gel method because I'm doing like this color blocking situation, and for me this just it seemed easier in my brain, so that's what we're doing. So I added this striping tape down the middle of my middle finger, and I'm going to pull it up before curing. Okay, so I put my gel on, we're pouring over this color, and then I'm going to pull the striping tape up before I cure it. That way it doesn't harden in place and I'm just stuck with that tape right there. So I took it off, I cured it, and this is what we got going on. So now that I have that tape off and I already have a guideline, I'm just going right in, doing my second layer on this color. And I'm sorry for being out of frame momentarily a little bit. And then we're just going to pour over again and do the second layer. And I'm going to cure that again for 60 seconds. You can kind of see the color changing. Like I said, it's not drastic, but it was enough that I was doing one. I had finished this hand and went on to my other hand, and I was like, why are these blues not the same color? It was like, I used the exact same dip. Why is one dark and one light? And then all of a sudden they were the same color, and I was like so confused. It still was not clicking. And then all of a sudden my hand got like cold versus hot, and I was like, oh, okay, I see. This is a color changer. So happened to me once, happened to me again. I did the exact same thing again. So, anyways, this you can kind of see the tip of the nail is a little darker. Yeah, none of this occurred to me while I was doing the manning. So my ring finger is going to be 2 full coats of that teal color that I do not know the name of. And then this maroon color is going to go on my index finger, 2 full coats as well. And I just mixed this using some red, black, and a like already kind of like dark purpley color. So that's what I mixed it with, and then a little bit of white. So I just like went according to that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I hope it does. And so now I'm going to do my pinky because I knew the picture didn't show any thumbs, so I didn't know what I was going to do on my thumb. So I was saving my thumb for last. So I was doing this really like go with the flow kind of process, doing it nail by nail. And this was what I came up with. So this hand did take longer than the next hand because when I go to the next hand, I'm like pretty much replicating the exact same thing. But as I was doing this hand, I was really like just trying to go with the flow of it and figure out as I was going what I wanted to do. So anyhow, so on the other half of this nail, we are going to fill in with that Terra color, which is the light pink. And we are going to do 2 layers again of that, and we're going to do 2 layers on my pinky. So you're only going to see the second layer on this nail. And then we're going to go on to my thumb. I think I finally figured it out. What we're going to do is another taping situation. And I'm going to do it with the maroon color this time. And then Terra. So that is what we're going to do. And then we'll get into my nail art. So I seen this mani and I knew. I'm whispering because of the echo. And I'm not trying to like be super loud. So if you can tell the difference, I'm sorry. So I really I seen this mani and I knew that I wanted it to be my going home mani because I'm from New Mexico. I'll be living in Texas. It's a very southern mani and I just loved it. It's also got a fall vibe to it. So I just was like, yes, I want this to be my returning home. It's like the mothership is calling me home, mani. So that is what I'm going for. So, and as I'm filming or doing this voiceover, like I said, I'm in my son's closet because I'm trying to find the least echoey spot in this house. Our furniture got picked up and packed today, so tonight and tomorrow night we will be sleeping on a mattress that my best friend sent upstairs for me because she lives down below us. So, yeah, thank God for her and her sweetness. So, anyway. I did the tape. I put in the side of the maroon color. Now, I am doing this like light pink Terra color as the second one because since we are doing gel method and have to do pour over, I don't want those darker colors to stain the lighter color. So I'm making sure to do the light color last. So I'm doing the dark color that way because if you do the light color first, and then you have it all cured and everything, and then you pour over the dark color and cure it and then dust it away, you could still have the chance of staining the light color. And I was trying to avoid that. So that's why I'm doing the light color last. And so, again, we are doing 2 colors. Also, I got these spoons from Dollar Tree, if anybody's wondering. When I was in Texas, like 2 years ago, it's been 2.5 years since I've been home, and that makes me so sad. But I got these at Dollar Tree in Texas, so I'm assuming they still sell them. Don't really know, but I bought like 5 bags, so I'm set for a while. But anywho, so pouring this over, and I'm just using the same spoon, just wiping it off in between colors, and everything was fine for this, so no big deal. I'm sorry if you hear my son and husband too. Like I said, it's empty in here. It's very echoey. But I really wanted to get the voiceover for this mani done because I can't wait to upload this one. I love it. I love the way it came out. I'm sorry. And it's the first time both of my hands have matched. Not like ever, but in a while. I haven't had a good matching mani moment in a while, so I was pretty excited about this one. So I'm doing my last layer, and then I'm going to do a full coat of gel top coat over all of these nails, and then I'm going to file and buff on top of that. And then I'm only going to show you 1 nail of this, or 2 or 3. I am currently wearing these nails, and I just filmed this like Sunday, and today's Tuesday. So that tells you how shot my memory is, you know? Also, I edited this video last night, so also shows you how shot my memory is. You're going to see 3 nails. I remember now. You're going to see my middle nail, my ring finger, and my pointer finger, index finger, okay? The 3 phalanges. You're going to see those, and then I'm going to skip to the after filing and buffing situation. So this is just gel top. Again, Mani Boss gel liquids because we know I'm obsessed with them. So now I'm going to file and buff. And I also added a layer of gel base off camera to prep for this gel art that I am fixing to do. So I'm using my black gel paint. And we are going to do 1 straight line down my middle finger with this long liner brush from Beetles. Do you see how easy that is? Just whoosh, because of how long this brush is. It's just the perfect long liner brush. I don't know what I'm saying. It all makes sense in my head, and I think that it's going to come out right, and it just doesn't. Okay, so I'm sorry. So I'm just perfecting that line, then I'm going to flash cure it. This did involve a lot of flash curing for this first part because, again, I wasn't entirely sure, I wasn't entirely sure of my technique that I was going with on this mani. So for this nail, I'm doing like some squiggly lines. So I did one across my nail. I'm doing one connecting to that line. And then I'm going to like randomly add some little ones here and there. And then before I cure this, I'm going to take some alcohol and I'm going to spray it on a brush. And I am going to dab that over that uncured gel. And it's going to kind of spread it out and like give it more of a sheer appearance. And so I'm just going to do that, still kind of keeping it in the same like direction that I drew it in, and just flowing with that, getting that alcohol in there, because it's just going to try and the alcohol is going to separate the gel, is essentially what it's going to do. It just like breaks the gel down if it's not cured and just separates it. And that's the look, like we want it to start to spread like that. But I didn't want to do it like over wet gel base because I didn't want it to spread too much, if that makes sense. And so I cured that for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to add some of these gold flakes and just randomly put those in the nail because sometimes turquoise stones do have some gold in them. And then I'm taking my black liner brush again and just going back over those lines that we did originally. And then I'm going to, one more time, I'm actually, instead of spraying the brush with alcohol, this time I'm going to spray directly onto my fingernail. And we're going to do that same like tapping motion. Oh, just kidding. I did 3 layers of this. Okay, so I'm just re-dipping that brush into the alcohol and going back over and spreading out this situation, just tapping. Sorry if the screen is shaking. My nail desk was not very, the camera situation that I have is not very supported at the moment. So I cured that. We went back in with some more black. Now I spray directly on the nail and I'm just going back over that, really just trying to spread and get that little look to it. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And I just really, essentially all I can say is that I played around with it because I didn't really know what I was doing. And I cured it and I was happy with it, so I left it alone. Then I'm going to take some of this black gel paint and I'm putting it at the tip of my finger like I would a French, but I'm keeping it uneven because it's going to be like sand and hills on my nail. So I'm keeping it uneven, and we're going to have this nail as like our desert nail. Okay? And so after I have the black the way I like it, I'm going to do my cow print on this guy over here. And again, with this, it's just random blobs. I'm using, so this is actually a 3D acrylic nail art brush, but it works pretty good for this gel stuff that I was doing. And I'm using that to create these blobs, but I did not like the way that it was kind of like making some of them sheer. So I'm going back over those again with this finer, pointier brush that like really helps keep the pigment in one good location. I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. A lot of these nails I was just flash curing in between because I knew that I would be like curing them all together at the end. So I'm doing a French tip on my pinky, and I'm filling it in with this brush, and then I'm going to go in with my liner brush, and I'm going to just like straighten out that French curve situation, and then like fill in any, I feel like, sporadic areas I might have had. And then we're going to flash cure that, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on my thumb. So on the part that is the light pink color, we are going to add a French tip, and so it's just going to be like that split half French tip. I use my liner brush for this one to do the line, and then I'm using the other brush to fill it in, and going back in and just correcting anything. And then we're going to cure that also, and then we're going to fill in with our little cow prints. I'm only going to show you my pinky doing the cow prints on just the French tip portion, and then I'll do my thumb off camera, but again, only sticking to the French tip portion. That's where we're putting our cow print at on these guys, and it's just random blobs. Again, you don't want it to be too perfect. A cow print is not perfect. Now I'm going to add, it's almost going to be like a snowman kind of thing, but it's going to be a cactus. So I'm adding one big circle at the bottom, then we're going to go a little bit smaller for a middle circle, then we're going to go super small for the top circle, and I'm going to cure that, and all of a sudden I hear the Bluey theme song. My son's watching Bluey. And then on this one I'm going to do one like thin yet thicker-ish line, and then we're doing the arm off of the side, and this is going to be our other little cactus dude. And then we'll do another smaller arm that's going to be lower off of the other side. And then I'm adding, trying to add some like little spikies on these guys to make it look cactusy. And, sorry, I almost said cactusito because my nephew, before he was born, they were calling him, somebody said, jokingly, my brother-in-law said that he wanted to name him Cactus, and it just kind of stuck. And so I said, oh, my little cactusito, which would be like little cactus. And so I continuously, his name is not Cactus, by the way. He has a regular name, but I call him Cactusito. And so these cactuses reminded me of my little guy that I just can't wait to see. I'll finally get to see him after 2 years. Oh my god. Anyway, so for this nail, we're doing half a bullhead. So I tried to go in with this like thicker at the top, smaller at the bottom-esque kind of skull shape. That's the best I can describe it as. It actually is kind of like a skull, like when you're doing a skull head for Halloween. And so thicker at the top, thinner at the bottom. And then I'm going in with this horn and trying to make it curved, and then, pointy. It needs to be a little thicker at the base. And then I did that black line going straight down, and I'm also going to add, I just took this brush so I could get it like more precise and dipped it in the gold flakes, and I put it just right at the tip of the line and then at the bottom of my bull guy, and I decided that I wanted it at the top of my cactus nail. And now that's it, guys. That was it. We cured one last time for 60 seconds so all of the nails could be like cured evenly. Now I'm going in with my gel top coat, and I'm saving the nails that have the flakes on them for last, just in case for any like transfer or flake bleedingness. So I'm doing my middle finger first, surprise, surprise. Then we're going to do my pinky, and then my thumb because it has less flakes on it. Then I'm going to go on to my index and ring finger, but I'm, again, only going to show you guys a couple of nails because this video is already like one of my longer videos, and I apologize, but I just love this Manny and I'm so excited for it. I love it. Oh my god, I actually can't believe that I pulled this off. It came out better than I expected for myself, so love that for me. Also encapsulating the tips. Also, I did not use pill base or anything for this Manny because I do want it to last. So I have jelly tips on, and this is what we've got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please like, comment, subscribe, all the things that support my channel that help me bring videos to you guys. I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bitches!